Have you ever felt lonely, not because people were missing, but because everyone you trusted slowly disappeared? Have you ever stood at a point in life where the world felt quiet and your heart felt heavy with unanswered questions? Sometimes life takes things away not to break us, but to uncover who we really are. So before this story begins, take a slow breath and let your heart listen. In a peaceful village surrounded by glowing fields and a gently flowing river lived a young man named Aarav. He was gentle by nature and strong through effort. He shared a humble clay home with his father beneath an old, watchful tree. His father was a carpenter, simple, wise, and patient. He taught Aarav how to shape wood, how to wait for the right moment, and how time rewards honesty. But one cold winter, illness quietly entered their home. Like a fading flame, his father's strength slipped away. Within days, Aarav found himself standing alone. After the final rituals, relatives arrived, not with warmth, but with sharp words and colder intentions. They spoke of land. They spoke of tools. They spoke of rights. "You are young," one of them said. "You don't need much." By nightfall, Aarav had lost his house, his workshop, and the old watch his father once wore. All that remained was a small damaged hut by the river and a cracked clay pot. Silence filled the air. Aarav tried returning to the village, hoping familiar faces would bring comfort. But empty hands changed everything. Some people turned away. Others smiled politely, but never called again. One evening, he stood near the village lights, watching laughter that no longer reached him. He felt invisible. That night, sitting alone, he held the broken pot as water slowly dripped onto the ground. His tears followed. "I have nothing left," he whispered. "No one." At dawn, exhausted and lost, Aarav walked beside the river. There he met an old farmer named Mohan, quietly watching the flowing water. Mohan looked at him kindly and said, "When a vessel is empty, it feels worthless, but only an empty vessel can receive something new." He pointed toward the cracked pot. "It leaks," he said softly, "yet notice how flowers grow wherever the water touches the soil." Those words settled deep within Aarav's heart. From that day on, he stopped waiting for rescue. He used river clay to mend the cracks in his walls. He repaired the roof piece by piece. He planted seeds along the riverbank and cared for them daily. Some days his hands bled. Some nights he felt defeated. But every morning he reminded himself, "I still have breath. I still have time. I still have light." Weeks passed. One afternoon, a traveler's cart broke near his cottage. With no fine tools, only skill and patience, Aarav repaired the wheel. The traveler left amazed and spoke of Aarav wherever he went. Slowly, people began to arrive. A farmer needed help. A widow needed a door. A child wanted a wooden cup. Aarav worked honestly, never rushing what time itself controlled. His garden bloomed. The broken pot was replaced. The old watch ticked once more. Years later, the same relatives returned. They saw his calm home and steady hands. They spoke with regret, but Aarav felt no bitterness. "I lost everything," he said gently. "But in that silence, I discovered who I am." As the sun dipped into the river, Aarav sat watching light ripple across the water. He no longer feared loneliness. He had learned this truth. When the world walks away, life teaches you how to stand. When everything is taken, what remains is your real strength. Silence builds what noise never can, and patience turns loss into purpose. Thank you for listening. For more peaceful, heart-touching stories, subscribe to Mindset Stories. May wisdom always guide your path.